Friends, Erin here, and today I wanted to offer a little balance flow here and to really work with the ankles, the knees, the hips. A lot of times we'll hop into movement before we really take care of warming up the joints. There are joint freeing series that can be really good for getting some synovial fluid into your joints. We're going to start there and then go from there. So starting though, with just finding your feet as you come into a standing position. You can rock forward, rock backwards a couple times, just feeling all that surface area of your feet. Rock side to side, feeling the outer and inner edges. And play with taking it into a circle in one direction. And then the other direction, feeling all of those little movements that your feet are doing to make sure that you stay balanced through all of that. Now, you can take one foot at a time, bring the foot behind, resting the tops of your toes on the earth, and then just take your ankle in a circle from there. So you're using that double touch point to help with balance. And then you can reverse that circle. Nice deep breaths as you're exploring this. Bringing that foot down, take a moment to feel right side compared to left side. And go ahead and switch over, second toes behind, taking it into a big circle. Rooting through that standing leg, still lifting through your heart, thinking very long and lengthening. Reverse that circle. You're going over the tops as the knee comes forward and over the bottom of the toes as the knee goes back. You take another breath in and out and bring that foot down. Taking another moment to rest, to plant. And go ahead and bend your knees down. Bend your knees just a little bit. Take your knees into a little circle. Now, especially if you have any knee things going on, you want to be really careful about this, but you might take your knees together for a little more support if that feels okay. You can also put a block between your knees as you do this, if that would feel better. Little circles for the knees. And then coming up and exploring the hips. So we'll start with just inhaling, drawing right knee forward, and exhale, step it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Just starting to lubricate that joint a little bit here. And then you might want to hold on to a wall or something. If you have pretty steady balance, you can just take that hip into a circle now. So coming up through center, over, down, and up. So you're keeping that knee pretty bent, but working that hip rotation. And you don't have to go to the furthest, deepest range. This is, again, just to build that synovial fluid in the joint. Make sure you go in both directions. And then bring that foot down. Take a moment to feel right side compared to left side. And taking it to the second side, lifting left knee high, stepping left foot back, just working that front and back plane a few times. Then you can get funky with it, taking that knee up, out, down, and back. Playing with that full range of motion. Maybe you notice some clicking, maybe you notice some places that it's sticky in the hip joint. Just warming that up a little bit. We'll take another deep breath in and long breath out. Shaking out both of the legs. You can give your whole body a little shake too. Nothing wrong with shaking out some of the tensions. You can even find ways to shake those places that are most tight or tense. Find those angles that allow that to be stretched and shooken. And when you shake your legs, almost like a cat trying to flick water off your toes, really just feeling that releasing in both directions. And come to stillness. You might notice you have to catch your breath. One, but you also might notice that there's a lot of energy moving in your body, and that can feel really good. So from here, we're going to explore stretching the legs. Now that we've got some more support in the joints. So I'm going to stand sideways, but you can start with inhaling, reaching arms up overhead, and exhale, hinge forward, straight spine, and just notice where your legs naturally catch. Once you're there, soften down from the low back through the mid back, through the upper back. Here, you can walk your hands over towards one side, towards the other. If you can't touch the earth, absolutely touch your leg. You can walk your hands around. A lot of times we keep tension in the back of the neck. So let that just go. And then finding a place to just hang. Hanging with arms hanging. Take your hands to opposite elbows. Taking a deep breath here. Long breath out. And again, play with rocking towards the balls of your feet and towards the heels. Just noticing the frontal part of your foot and the back and how shifting weight on these changes the sensation in the leg. You can also play with rocking to either side. Getting some different angles of stretch through the backs of the legs. And play with lifting your toes up. Balls of feet will stay down, toes come up. Notice that sensation, soften toes down. Notice that extra support the toes give. Bend your knees deeply. Slowly roll on up. One vertebrae at a time. Back up to standing. You can slide your right foot back, toes out slightly. Left knee will naturally bend. The other thing that naturally happens as we step a foot back is that the tailbone will tilt back to kind of make that reach. We're going to look to really isolate that hip flexor here. So go ahead and tilt your tailbone down. You'll see my back leg naturally bends a little bit here. That's okay. You can feel that difference between pressing straight, tailbone will tilt back, versus tucking down. Knee might bend a little bit, but you get that deeper stretch here. So exploring where that deeper stretch is. Take a nice deep breath in. Long breath out. Pressing strong into both feet. One more inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and step that foot forward. And slide the other foot back. The left toes out a little bit. Making sure this front knee is directly over the ankle. Sliding it forward like that can put an extra pressure on the knee joint that we don't want to do. And this one you can again feel that natural. The more I step back, the more that tailbone's going to roll back. Let's see if you can drop it down, getting that hip flexor stretch, pressing both feet into the earth. Breathing deeply here. Soft jaw, soft shoulders, deep and steady. Here for one more inhale. And exhale, go ahead and bring that foot forward. Just take a moment to notice right side compared to left side. Take your feet wide, and this one's really to activate the muscles and the energetic pathways in your legs. So turning toes to face out and taking hips just slightly wider than your hips. As you breathe in, you'll bring your attention to your dantian point, which is a couple inches beneath your belly button that's set back. This is a point used a lot in martial arts. When we have our concentration here, we are very centered, very balanced, very hard to knock over. So bringing your attention here, as you breathe in, you'll imagine that you're drawing earth energy up your legs to about your heart. And then as you exhale, palms face down, bend those knees a little bit, and imagine roots reaching deep to the center of the earth. So breathing in, drawing earth energy up, Breathing out, deepening those roots in. Follow your own breath a few rounds as you're holding that attention in your center. Sometimes the legs can get a little shaky or tremory here. It's usually just energy moving. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. You might even close your eyes to drop into that inner world and that inner sense of balance. And if you're feeling nice and stable here, you can shift to shifting your weight side to side. So that will look like breathing in up through center and breathing out from that central point below your belly button, shifting your weight to one side. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, shifting to the other. Breathe in, up through center. Breathe out. A lot of times when we move side to side, forward, backwards, anywhere, we tend to lean with our head and then we're trying to find that center of gravity. So here we're really keeping awareness on where are we balanced the whole time. And if you're really steady here as you rock side to side, you can play with floating that other leg. And you know that you are balanced and in your center as you're not wobbling or trying to catch it. That wobbling is a sense that you're out of balance, trying to find balance again. But if you can hold your attention right beneath that belly button, you might find, that was a little wobbly, but you might find that you can really be centered without any of the wobbles. Once you've come to each side, an even number of times, you can come back through center and maybe rooting down, feeling a little more of that energetic flow through the legs. And then bring that energy to the heart. Deep breath in, breathe out. Pivoting on that left toe, you can press the left hand, palm facing away. Breathe in, palm back towards your heart, come back to center. Breathe out, right toe pivots, right hand presses away. Breathe in, back towards center. So just working this from the feet to the fingertips. Feel your whole body working as one, and feel the movements of your whole body unified with your breath. One more set to both sides. And back to your heart, taking a moment to set an intention. Inhale, hands drop down and float up towards the ceiling. You can tiptoe your feet back together and bring hands to heart, really working the balance here. You can spin your left toes out. Left heel might rest on that inner right leg, or you can float it a little bit, or you can float it a lot, or you can reach out for some support. Option to keep your hands here, option to reach arms high, or even bring hands a little lower. Finding what serves you and allowing yourself to spend the right amount of time here. You'll feel maybe a little wobbling in your ankle as muscles find that balance and strengthen. Keep rooting through the heel, lifting through your heart, and feeling for your body's wholeness. This isn't just your ankle doing the work. This is how we run energy through the whole body to make the body feel light on the ankle. Taking another breath in and out, staying right here. Just a little extra challenge. Extend the arms out. Tilt yourself slightly towards that standing leg and reach that foot out into star. Let this just be about taking as much space as possible as you take a final breath in and out. Bring that down. Hands back to heart. And transitioning straight over to the second side. Right heel can spin in, toes out, maybe resting on the left ankle, maybe sliding up the leg to any point that is comfortable. Lifting through the heart, maybe lifting the arms, maybe even reaching out for support. Using this to help strengthen the ankle, pressing down, lifting up, thinking thoughts of being as light as a feather, as stiff as a board maybe. Still organic, able to flow. Maybe imagining those deep roots reaching into the earth and feeling that strong connection of the sole of your foot with the earth. Taking another deep breath in. And long breath out, little final challenge. Extend the arms out to either side. Tilt your torso, extend that floating leg. Reach as far as you can, taking up as much space for a final breath in. And final breath out, gently coming back through center. Shake out your legs, shake out your body again. Give yourself anything you need, maybe some shoulder rolls, neck rolls, things that feel good. Gently sweep arms back up overhead and give yourself a little bow. Honoring your efforts, thanking your body, feeling that connection head to toe. Bend your knees and gently roll on up again, one vertebrae at a time. Thank you so much for playing. Let me know if you have any questions.